Traumedy is when the energies of a trauma and a tragedy collide. When this happens, life-changing experiences occur and everyone goes through it, especially children. Unfortunately, sometimes they don't have someone to talk to. I am Tina, the founder of Traumedy No More for Kids, which is a program that teaches children how to tap into those uncomfortable feelings like anxiety, stress, or depression. And then we teach them how to do things so they can push through this pain, like meditation, breath work, journaling, or even fun stuff like making slime. I hear all these buzzwords: social emotional learning, trauma-informed lessons. All of these things are to support the children. So if you're looking for something like that, I want you to take a deeper look into my program by going to mollygainsprogram@gmail.com. And this is a testimonial video from one of our students that actually went through the program. Okay, there, can you tell us your name?
My name is Zari.
Hi, Zari. How you feeling today?
I'm feeling good.
I love it. And what did you like best about the Molly Games program?
What I liked best about the program is about how you basically, like, you were comfortable with us, like you weren't.
Hey, Grand Rising
like,
to
you
you and you, and also you. Happy day.
Like, demanding
this is your 7-8
and everything. You let us speak and you shared.
I love it. Do you get to share your feelings a lot at home or in school?
Yeah, basically.
You do. And I heard you say today the I am statements. Do you currently still do them, or what is an I am statement?
An I am statement is reminding yourself, like, you could do it every day, every week, every month, or however you do it.
I don't know about you, but
it reminds you that you are powerful and amazing.
That little extra kick in the butt. That kick that's going to push you through all the pain and all the struggles.
Is, I am great, I'm worthy, and I am amazing.
You're on that bike, you're in the gym, you're listening to that motivational video, and then it's gone. And then it's like, okay, what do I do now?
I shared it with my cousin and my sister, and they said that it's helped them a lot.
Inspire you. I was listening to a video this morning, and I used to do this all the time. I would play a motivational video in the morning.
Not completely sure if I'm going to the academy, but overall, yes.
It was like so inspiring, so invigorating, and it just made me think about morning rituals. If you do not have morning rituals, if you do not have a routine, you're probably not achieving all the goals and dreams that you really want to, right? I think about the times in my life when I did the most spectacular things. I had a routine. I had morning rituals. I had evening rituals. I got up usually around the same time. I kind of did the same morning thing to inspire my mind, right? So when you come here, my goal is to teach you, yes, how to be inspired from within and then bring it out into the world so you can change the world as well. And then lastly comes the transformation. And transformation is what happens when growth occurs. Transformation comes when you get uncomfortable. When you're doing those things you really don't want to do. Like maybe you don't feel like getting up and working out. So what? Do it. If it's something you really don't want to, you need to. So that's what happens when you come here. If you've been rocking with us these past few weeks and months, you know it's all about the Health and Wellness Expo going down in, today is Tuesday, Wednesday. Okay, let me get it together. Today's Tuesday, because we did spin. Wednesday, no, today's Wednesday. Oh, Lord of mercy. It doesn't really matter what today is, but we're close to the event. And it's happening on this Sunday in Rowan, New Jersey. A little bit of it will be virtual. It will be live. It is an absolutely free event. And it's all about my upcoming book, Traumedy No More for Kids. You can pre-order that book. You must register with the link right there to come to the event. Why? Well, first of all, we have to make sure you get the waiver, you sign the waiver, so we're not liable for anything because we're doing our music video there. There's going to be video, there's going to be photo. So we need you to sign the waiver. So click the link right there if you plan on coming, because you're not going to be able to get in or do anything if you don't have it. We have 21 enrichment activities, and these activities are to inspire and teach. I always say teach one, reach one, to teach one, right? We want to reach someone. We want to teach them something. You don't want to keep all that information bottled up to yourself. So in these activities, the focus and the point of it is to teach children how to tap into their feelings, the uncomfortable ones like anxiety, stress, depression. Once we've taught children those things, then we want to give them the tools, the resources, all the things that they need to push through that pain. journaling. I'm so excited. We're getting some new journals. They will be for sale the day of the event. And journaling is so important, my friends. Journaling when it comes to getting grateful for what you're doing in life, right? Uh, Out of all these activities, after that, then we're having vendors there as well. So the vendors are amazing. We interview the vendors. We have speakers coming through. As she says right there, you see us, right? September 22nd, 11:30 sharp. Now, today, I want to go over our verse. I should have went over that first. I'm going to get this together, guys. I'm going to get it together, right? This is like a little prelim before things get rocking. But each week, I want to get it. This is my third week. I'm feeling so good about it. Or I pick a Bible verse because I want to get closer to God. I want to get stronger and deeper in my faith. So each month, I keep adding different rules and rituals. I started with reading my Bible every day, and then, praying in the morning, praying at night, praying before I eat. And I'm proud of myself, guys, right? Because there was a time when I didn't really pray. Maybe before I ate, I prayed. And we were talking about prayer, and I was like, dude, I don't have time to pray. Okay, I got to work. I got kids. I got this. I got that. And now, looking back at that, I'm embarrassed. Like, did I really say I did not have time for the one and only God, the Almighty Father, who's done everything? That's ridiculous, right? And when it comes to praying, we have, first of all, I don't know about you, all right? I'm just thankful and grateful that He listens to my prayers, right? So, the truth will set you free. That is this week's scripture. Say it every day, feel in your bones, feel in your heart. John 8:32, being truthful with yourself, with what you want. And listen to this, my friends. Listen to this. So sometimes, the devil's going to come for you. I don't know if you have like a spot for the devil. The devil's usually on that shoulder telling me I'm not good enough. You don't know enough. You can't do this. And I have to like knock him out every now and again. And then I got my almighty God on this side. But sometimes the devil just keeps knocking, knock, trying to get you, right? But I'm like, knocking that devil out. But let me tell you what that devil will do sometimes. He can't get to you, so he will get to your loved ones. He will get to your children. He will get to the people that you care about most, because I don't know about you moms out there, but when you hurt my child, my daughter, it's like, it gets me in a different sort of way. So I am just praying right now. I am sending love and light for everyone out there who's now, going through something, because it's challenging, right? And I just want to say it gets better. Like those tornadoes in the rain, we talk about them all the time, right? The storms, a traumedy. Say it with me. Come on. A traumedy. You got to do it right here. The traumedy is when the energies of a trauma and a tragedy collide. Let's do it again. Come on, with me. Get it together. Here we go. A traumedy is when the energies of a trauma and a tragedy collide. When this happens, life-changing experiences occur, and it happens to everyone. This expo that's happening in a few days is for the children, because I'm hearing so many things. I currently live in Tampa, Florida. I absolutely love it. I went to my women's group yesterday, and we were talking about our highs, we're talking about our lows, and I guess now everyone knows what I'm going through, right? What I'm doing. And I had to take a pivot with what I do, because I am a life and health coach. And women were my jam, women over 40 that were struggling with some type of traumedy, and we used mindset and exercise. But God said, no, girl, no, I want you to work with the children. So I'm in the school systems teaching children how to push through the pain. And, there were shootings and lockdowns and all this stuff. And one of the parents was saying how her stepdaughter was in school, and they locked the school down. And the kids couldn't leave the classroom for like 6 hours. And there were some kids using the bathroom in the classroom. And she was just devastated, right? Like, how do you teach a child how to prepare for something like that? And then the aftermath of that. That's even deeper than what we're doing, right? So as we were leaving, this lady came up to me and she said, Tina, I want to tell you something. So apparently they have this thing called a kill list that the children are making up. And they're like, if I would, these are the people I would kill if I could. This is a real thing. And apparently now they're putting it into, I don't want to say into law, but into effect, where they're taking these children into custody that are making these kill lists. And sometimes, I don't want to say girls, but, it's because it's usually boys, just as my grandmother would say, stop scarlarking. just being wild, right? Wanting attention. Well, they'll pull a fire alarm or do crazy things like that. So that's why this event is so important. And maybe you can't come. Maybe you're not in New Jersey, but you can donate. All right, Renee, I want you to get ready to put our video in. I want to play this video. I'm playing this video every day. This is the why of why I'm doing what I do. Right, and if you don't know my story in a nutshell. My son, Jamal Molly Gaines, was 21 years old, super successful, and he had a sneaker store in Rahway, New Jersey. He actually had two sneaker stores. He had drive, he had heart, he had desire. And it was the three of us, his sister, me, his sister, and him. And we had these big, huge, ginormous goals of things that we were going to achieve for our lives. And then the devil, I told you, right? That devil is knocking on your freaking door. Right. But I turned that traumedy into a gift. I reframed my thinking. I got to spend 21 years with that beautiful man. I got to spend 21 years arguing and fighting with him because we had some arguments. Let me tell you, I get to. That's how I want you to embrace life. Not, I gotta go to work. No, you get to go to work, right? Some people didn't even wake up this morning. Some people don't even have a job. They'll be grateful to have your job. So stop complaining. Stop complaining about the little things like the weather, all right? Because let me tell you, I'm so grateful for that. I got all those years of that horrible coldness in New Jersey because now I am so grateful for this warm here. It's warmth. People here are like, it's not too hot for you. No, like what? What? No, we love this warmth. So right now I want to play this clip to show you my why I'm doing this event, why I'm doing this book, why God has gifted me with all the traumedies is to empower you. Did you hear that, my friends? Empower you. That comes from within. Empowering you, actually, it comes from your gut, right? It's here and it rises up in your belly and it comes out of your soul to your heart and boom, just right in your face. So do not let that devil win. Renee, play that clip, girl. Let's go. It's coming. I promise you. Okay, maybe it's not coming yet, but that's okay. The video is a video that shares the story as to what actually happened. And what happened was life-changing craziness, right? Is the video coming, Renee? I don't know. We were having issues earlier. Maybe she's having issues. I'm going to say she's having issues, but that's okay, right? It's okay. We're not playing the video. But the video pretty much is on our Give Butter account, like I was saying, if you wanted to donate. And the donations are for the nonprofit. And what we're doing with this nonprofit, we have three major events that we want to do. And the one major event is this event that's happening Sunday, this Health and Wellness Expo. We've done expos various times. We've had the nonprofit for 8 years now. Each February, we do something to commemorate his murder every February. And then in August, and last year, I was like, I'm not doing this anymore because it's tough, right? These events that we do, they're phenomenal. I don't do them by myself. It's my tribe, my daughter, but mentally it's taxing. It's tough, right? Because everyone's winning and growing their business and growing their mindset. And I'm just like, well, my son is gone. If it wasn't for him, this wouldn't happen. So that's why it's like kind of tough to do these things. And that's what the video is all about. So this is our one event. Our second event, we've done it several times, whitewater rafting and camping with the boys. When I first began, we just had the boys. We did that a couple times, camping overnight in the woods with them and then taking them whitewater rafting. It was so much fun. And then one year we had the whole families come in. We want to do that again, but we want to be able to sponsor some families. So that's our second thing that we do in our organization. And the third thing, we have an awards banquet. We've had them before in the past, but we just want to really take our business to the next level. So everything that's on our plan, we've done already. My daughter had to remind me of these things. She was like, Mom, we did a retreat. We probably had over 50 people there, right? Families, teaching them. And now I'm so grateful. It's like, I hear the parents are like, yeah, we're going with my cousin, she's like, we're going camping, and because we had our trip, it inspired these families to do things. So those are our three events. If you would like to donate, click that button right there. Text love to 732-862. I don't know why I try to say this number. I should memorize it. Let me try it one more time. 732. Maybe Renee will type it up there for me, if that's okay. All right. So it looks like she has the video ready to rock and roll. Everything that you donate, everything that we're doing is going towards a nonprofit. And rock it, Renee. You can play it. Thanks. Let's watch the video. Maybe not. It's okay. So next topic that's on our on the schedule for today is our question of the day. So I love having these questions of the day because it gives me an opportunity to think. I get to hear from you. I'm hoping it says live, so I'm hoping I'm live because usually my mother comes through and says good morning, and she didn't say good morning yet. So I'm feeling a certain sort of way. My mother didn't come through, but that's okay. That's okay. All right, question of the day. What is one thing that motivates you to keep pushing forward, even when when the journey seems tough? What keeps you going? What keeps you going? What makes you get out of bed? Well, for me, I don't know about you, I need, all right, I need goals. I need to know what's going to happen next. I'm like that kind of control freak. And unfortunately, we can't control everything. We can't. But that's what gets me going. I like to know, all right, this is what I want, this is what I need. But then I think even bigger, right? Like everyone knows that I want that jet, that black Learjet with red leather seats inside. Or the other day, I was downtown. I think it's called Riverwalk, and there's water and there's all these yachts out there. And I'm like, I think I want a yacht now. Yeah, to just be on the water. That's what inspires me. That's what gets me going when there's tough times, because tough times don't last. Tough people do. We know this. We hear it all the time, right? And I always feel life is on a scale. You have the scale here. Things are going bad, bad. I don't know about you, but I get motivated. I'm like, come on, dude, give me more, because boop, that scale is going to pop. Things are going to get better, like the storms we talked about, right? Tornadoes in the rain. You got to rock it. You got to roll it. You got to be like, hey, I'm pushing through. What book are you reading this month? She's on it. She is so on it. So we have our book of the month, and I've read this chapter probably like 4 times already, because you know how you have an accountability buddy. We're like, okay, let's read this book together, and they still haven't even started the book, but I'm just moving through. You guys can join me, okay? And chapter 1 is really short. Renee, you can put the side by side of the picture. The New You by Stephen Furtick. He is the pastor of Elevation Church. Sundays he's on various times. You can go on YouTube and watch it. It's amazing. Let me tell you, do the new you. I love it. And in this book, he shares 6 different mindsets. And in the first mindset, he talks about you're not stuck, right? And I always, when I think of that, I think of a tree. I'm not stuck unless I stop. You, when you stop, that's when it's over. I think of stopping of those people that just give up on life, right? They may just stay home, watch TV all day, collect some type of check, whether it's, I don't know. But you're not stuck. God has given us free will. God has given us the ability to do what we need to do. And in chapter 1, the chapter that it talks about is I'm not stuck unless I stop. And then there's action steps. Each chapter, he gives us an action step. And the action step is commit to progress. I want to focus on that word commit right now, right? Commit is something you're going to do. No ifs, no ands, no buts. We have an online fitness boutique studio, and I absolutely love it. I've been doing this since COVID 2020. When everything shut down, I wasn't online. There's my mom. Hey, she knows what she's doing. She's hugging me right now. Hi, mommy. Um, so during COVID, I had the great pleasure being with my mother, my sister, my aunt, my niece, my daughter, right? And it was love. I loved it. And that's when I started the online studio of teaching classes. And we still do that today. And we've had our ups and we've had our downs and our lows and our plateaus, because some people like to do virtual like this. Some people like to be in person. And I remember at one point we had like 1 or 2 people, and I was just like, do I still want to do this? But I needed to do it, right? It gave me accountability, right? It gave me that, okay, I got to get up, I got to do this. And even if it's just one person, right? I love doing it, because if I can transform one person, I've done something. It can help other people. So committing is something you're going to do no matter what. Maybe you're the only person in the gym. Maybe you're the only person who showed up on time, and on time is 15 minutes early. Yes. And my mother will be like, Tina, it's time. That meeting started. And I'm just like, but committing is doing it no matter what. And I'm that no excuse person, right? So committing to progress. What does progress look like to you? And it's super important, my friends, that you surround yourself with people that are doing the things you want to do, that are living the life that you want to live, right? Right now, every single person that's in my life, I'm not saying they have to go to church. I'm not saying they have to read the Bible. I'm not saying, well, they do have to believe in God. Make you laugh really quick. I was talking to that word friend is just, I don't know how I feel about that word friend. But anyway, I'm gonna say to an old friend, right? And this person has changed, and they were telling me how now they're doing meditation, they're doing yoga. They had this dashiki on. They're like talking about all this stuff and chakras, and I'm just like, and I said something like about church or God, and I said, do you read the Bible or do you go to church? And he said, this person said no, and I was like, okay, do you believe in God? Because for a hot second, I was about pissed. Like, you're about to be gone, my friend. That is so important to me. If you're not filled with the Holy Ghost, if you, okay, you don't, yes, you do. Anyway, what does progress look like? The people that you're around. If you're around like minded people, you're all going to do the same thing, feel the same things, move in that energy, right? So, first, you have to realize what is it that you actually want and then commit to it, right? If it's to feel good, if it's to look good, if it's to be happy. I am in a point in my life, and maybe because I'm older, I never imagined that I would be living in Florida. The other day, I went to the beach, and there was this store, and I needed a bathing suit, and I went inside, and there was a bunch of older ladies in there. I don't know if they were in their 70s or 80s. I don't know. But I looked at them, and all of them were from New Jersey. One was from Staten Island, and I looked, and I was like, am I old now? Because you've heard like people go to Florida to retire, but you don't have to retire. You can be young and come here. Let me tell you, it's litty lit lit. I'm loving Tampa. But I say that to say, commit to progress. This is a book right here. And in the first chapter, he's talking about taking little baby steps. And I love how he talks about wrestling because he used to wrestle. His son wrestles as well. And he was saying in life, you've got those people that are on the sidelines, right? You're doing all the things. You're in the gym, you're pumping, you're doing your speeches. You know, I'm going to talk about myself right now, right? You're in the gym, Tina. You're doing these motivational videos, and you got someone on the side, and they're like, well, you should really have a better backdrop. You should really have a better microphone. You should do this exercise. You know what? You should mind your business. What are you doing? Right? Taking little steps, because he was saying how people are on the outside giving all this advice, but what are they doing, right? So you have to listen to your inner mind and your brain and just push through. That's what chapter 1 is all about. Next week we'll talk about chapter 2. Renee, you can get that out of here. That is our book of the week. I love it, love it, love it. Gratitude. I'm kind of liking the way my stomach is looking today. I think it's because of the cardio. After we lifted weights, we did cardio, and I actually got on the bike. Renee, look at, oh my gosh, I kind of like it. I'm sorry, I got off track. Anyway, that's about it for today. I'm going to give you a little inspirational quote feeling right here. Let me feel it in my bones. Movement. 7 a.m. cup of motivation, inspiration. Here we go. Are you ready for it? Are you ready? Are you ready? Renee, type me up a word. Give me one word. I just want to freestyle right now for our inspirational moment. Give me a word that you want us to close us out on, because I am that person that is, I want to be a better speaker. We're starting a Toastmasters group, opulent. Of course, she'd put opulent. We're starting a Toastmasters group through BWC, Breakfast with Champions. And if you want to be a better speaker, tap in. It's going to be the best Toastmasters ever, opulent. When I think of opulence, I think of class. I think of style. I think of rolling your shoulders back. The definition of opulence for me, because I'm not Webster or, my chat GPT. And I actually heard this word for the first time last year. And the person, we had done a Toastmasters challenge, and the person used the word opulence all the time. And I was like, oh my gosh. But Beyonce even used opulence in her tour. She had it on the background, right? Opulence is just rising up to the occasion. Opulence is excellence, right? Opulence is taking that extra time to look in the mirror to make sure your hair is done, to make sure your makeup is done, that you don't have crud on your eyes. Opulence is being better than you were the day before. Hey, that is my inspirational quote for you today. I want you to be opulent in everything that you do. I am Stars Tina. I'm so grateful to have you here today. Hoping you can come to our event, which is this Sunday, starting at 11:30 sharp. The enrichment people are ready, guys. I texted them all last night. I gave them a map. We're going to have maps for you so you know exactly where you're going, what you're doing. And that's it, family. Peace and a bottle of hair grease. Bye. See ya. See ya. See ya.